Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Today I want to talk about something so simple, and I think a lot of people are really nervous about it, and it is actually just cutting glass. When we look at items to repurpose, we don't just look at the end product, we look at what we can actually make from it itself, because some things are super expensive. Sometimes I buy things just because I think the hardware is cool and the thing that the hardware is on is past decay, but you might be able to do something really cool with the hardware. Same goes for picture frames, because glass is kind of expensive to replace and we're always in need of glass. So I had my amazing neighbors find this beautiful picture frame, and it was on the curb basically because the glass was broken. It was a big piece of glass. So I'm going to actually cut it down into an 8x10, and I think I can get 2 5x7s, but at least one. And I'm going to wrap them up and have them ready to go for when I need that glass size, because I know I will need that glass size. So I'm going to just kind of angle my computer down so you can kind of see how it works. I promise it's easy. So first off, a couple things. When I'm doing it, I like to line with paper, just because I can easily take away any messes, because you are going to get some glass crystals that get left behind. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, please, please, please wear some good gloves. I like these rubber ones. They're filthy because I use them for a lot of things, but they protect your hands pretty well from glass. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, especially the first couple times, these are super important to help you from getting cut. And then of course you need a glass cutter. Isn't it pretty? I promise, again, this is pretty easy. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna score the lines that you've made. So I've already made an area right here that's an 8x10. So I have a line here and a line here. But I'm gonna score the entire length of this broken piece of glass. And I mean, this is broken pretty good. It's hard for you to see, but trust me, it's there. So I'm just gonna line up my roll here. And then from there, I'm going to grab my glass cutter. And when you're doing this, you're going to actually kind of hear, it's a scoring sound, but it's almost kind of like a zipper or a rip. And I'm going to push down hard on my ruler because I don't want that to move. And I'm going to take my glass cutter and I'm going to make sure it's on there. And then I'm going to start scoring. And you only want to go once. I'm going to take my piece of glass out of the way here, and I need to move my dog so he doesn't accidentally get anything dropped on him. I'll be right back. Okay, because when you do this, I'm going to kind of knock it over the line, and just in case it actually splinters a little bit, I don't want to get it on the dogs. So I'm going to just kind of do that, and voila, it broke. So one score and then some nice pressure on an edge. I just used my kitchen counter. And as you can see, you see how, I know it's hard to see, I'll go against my black shirt. See how bad that was? But I am going to be able to get a 5x7 out of that piece, which is amazing because those all add up. Those dollars add up. I'm going to put this down. And then I'm going to put this in again, and I'm going to score the other side. This is a large piece of glass. Normally I'm working with a little bit smaller, but I love that this is the size that it is. So again, I'm kind of far over here, so it's hard to see. I'm going to line up my ruler. So I get a nice even cut. I'm going to apply even pressure to it. And I'm going to take my little scorer here. I'm going to make sure it gets started though, because you want to hear that before you start going. And then you're going to go. Did you hear how that was making that scoring sound? That's exactly what you want to hear. And again, I'm going to take my piece of glass here. I'm going to take it to the side, and hopefully it does it again. Boom! And there is my brand new piece of 8x10 glass. I made a 5x7 area, and again, I'm just going to do exactly what I did for that 8x10. So simple. Don't be afraid of it. So what I always do as well is I always just wrap them either in, well, I always start with paper, just any kind of newspaper, and then I try, if I can, if I have some old Amazon boxes or something, putting it in there because it might be a while before we use it. But you might actually have a need for it almost immediately, so you could just put it right into the picture frame. Cutting glass is pretty simple. I hope this video taught you that and you're not afraid to try it. So before you pass up that thrift shop, picture frame or something else that has broken glass in it, just think about picking up maybe another dollar frame that has the good glass in it and swapping it out, even if you have to cut it down. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, have a great day.